Come. Shalom. Yahawah Shemiyah Shabakatham to all the brothers. Shalom. YAHUSHUA Shemiyah to all the sisters. I am priest and officer Abada 1000. This is priest and officer 500. And this is the closing of the Feast of Tabernacles. It's a holy convocation. The Lord wants us to celebrate his feast days and their seasons. And without further ado, we're going to say Imagine, just the men up here. Can you fix the camera over the show? Oh, God. So you can see our faces. Grab the step up the show. I think it's right. Utamya, come present thyself.
Come.
You got you.
Matomya, bon Yahawah, bon Yasharala.
Matomya, bon Yahawah, bon Yasharala.
Yahawah Shemiyah Shabakathum.
Yahawah Shemiyah Shabakathum. Come on up. Over the show. You wanna did I say it down yet? You gotta get a wine.
Come.
So that's me challenge with the show. The water. Blow the shofar up the show. Slide. Water.
I got Sharala, which means Israel.
Oh, you're supposed to turn to me. Slide. Blow the shofar one more time, Kishore.
Yeah.
Okay. Now you lift up the scroll, take the scroll and thumb out in your right hand. Right side of your shoulder, I mean. Okay. Now uncover the scroll.
Have it covered.
Uncover. I got you. Imagine to the congregation. Saw upon Hakudam means turn and face the east. And you got it yeah, the Lord's Prayer.
This is the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa.
Shabbat Shemayah.
Kodash.
Hayah.
Shemka.
Yahawah.
Malakwa.
Taba'ah. Ratazayaka. Hayah. I.S.U.P.K. Baratiza. Kawah. Hayah. Mashiach. The Thundanawa. The Kham. Ka. Y.A.H.W.H. Masalakinawa. Kawafnawa. Kasalaknawa. Kabawafinawa. Wala'ah. Bayanawa.
By Banasayawan.
Abba.
Hawashayana. Mayan. Rai.
Kayah.
LEXX.
Hamalakwa.
YAHAWAH.
Wahapara.
Layam.
Aman. In the English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahawah. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth. As it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. Give us our debts. We forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation. But deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. Forever. So be it.
The power. Yahawah. By Shemiyah
Babakusha.
The Thundanawa.
Haka.
La Parah.
La Parah.
Kau Makalaya.
Kau Makalaya.
Wakau Madawa.
Wakau Madawa.
Haka. Lahatar.
Latahar.
Hamatazariah.
Hamatazariah.
Haka.
Haka.
Lahaquayim. Hamathamyim.
Hamathium.
Haka. Al-Rakawa.
Arakwa.
Al-Rakawa. Ha-Mata'ala.
Lagashan.
Ba'ashim Yahushua.
Ba'ashim Yahushua.
Tawad
In the English. Yahawah.
Yahawah.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Please give us the power.
Please give us the power.
Power to heal.
The power to heal.
All manner of sickness.
All manner of sickness.
And all manner of disease.
And all manner of disease.
Power to cleanse the leper.
The power to cleanse the leper.
Power to raise the dead.
Power to raise the dead.
Power against unclean spirits.
Power against unclean spirits.
Cast them out.
Cast them out.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
This is blessed for Israel. Yahawah.
Yahawah.
Ba'ashim Yahushua.
Ba'ashim Yahushua.
Baraklanawa.
Baraklanawa.
Ba'asharala.
YASHUA.
Wahabayah.
Wahabayah.
Saparayim.
Safari.
Bahasiyam.
Ba'ashim.
Yahushua.
Yahushua. Tawad Aman. Yahawah.
Yahawah.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Bless us.
Bless us.
And Israel.
And Israel.
And the school.
And the school.
In the name of
In
Yahushua.
the name of Yahushua.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
This is the power structure blessing. Barakatah Yahawah.
Barakatah Yahawah.
Why Yahawasha.
YAHUSHA.
Why Makalaya.
Wamayaka'ala.
Why La'ayam.
Walahayim.
Matazabaya.
Matazabaya.
Al-Lawak Yahanna.
YAHANNA.
Ha Al-Wapium.
Ha
Ha Hasorium.
Hasarayim.
Ha Quatazaw. Ha Quatazayanium.
Aquatazayanyam.
Ha Kayayanium.
Hakayayanyam.
Wa'akawathium.
Wahagwathium.
Yahawah Ba'ashim Yahushua.
Yahawah Ba'ashim Yahushua.
The water.
Water. Amen. In the English. Bless you, Yahawah.
Bless you, Yahawah.
And Yahushua.
Hey Yahushua.
And Michael.
And Michael.
And the angels.
And the angels.
Commander General Yohanna.
Commander General Yohanna.
The generals.
The generals.
The captains.
The captains.
The officers. The troopers.
The troopers.
And the sisters.
And the sisters.
Yahawah.
Yahawah.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
I'll read the next. John, once you open the door. Bear with us 1 second, Israel, while we grab the door. It is important for us to send up the prayers and to send them prayers frequently and often. Don't grow weary of prayer. The Most High God hears. And remember, we got to be righteous. The Most High God don't hear the prayer of the wicked. So make sure we're doing the right thing, keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments, doing what we got to do, so we can make the kingdom. So, did you want the class, sir? This is Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha. Ayanya. Alahoria. Ma'ayad. Yaba'ah. Azariah. Ma'ai. Yahawah. Aisha. Samayam. Waratiza. Ayatun. Amawat. Galka. Yanawam. Samarka. Ana. La'ah. Yanawam. Wala'ah. Ayashun. Shawamar. Yashrala. Yahawah. Samarka. Yahawah. Tazalka. Al-Yah. Yamimka. Hashamat. Yakaka. Alayala. Yahawah. Samarka. Makarai. Shamar. Mapashka. Yahawah. Shamar. I thought. I belong. In the English. I will lift up my eyes into the hills. From whence cometh my help? My help coming from the Lord. Which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel. Neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper.
Lord is our keeper.
Lord, that shade upon that right hand.
Lord is our shade upon our right hand.
Sun shall not smite thee by day,
So shall not smite thee by
nor the
day,
moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
Lord shall preserve thee from all
He shall
evil.
preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Lord shall preserve thy going out,
Lord shall preserve thy going
and
out
thy coming in.
and thy coming
This
in
time forth,
from this time forth.
even forevermore.
Even forevermore.
Psalms 83.
Psalms 83 in the hymn. Hebrew. Ahayim. Damayah
Damayah
Al-Dakarash.
Al-Dakarash.
Al-Tashaqua. Al-Kayah.
Al-Kayah.
Hannah. Al-Waba. Al-Yabika.
YAHUSHUA.
Yahawan.
YAHAWAH.
Ra'ash.
Al-I.S.U.P.K.
Al-Imika. Yaira Yamwa.
YAHUAH.
Sawadawa. Sawada. Wa'ayata.
YAHUSHUA.
Ya'itazawa.
Al-Tazapamuka.
Al-Tazapamuka.
Amarwa.
Lakawa. Wanakakiram. Magawa Yawa. Wala'a Yazakar. Shum Yasharala. I.W.D. Kaya. Na wa'atazawa. Laba. Yakadwa. Al-U.K. Barak. Yakaratwa. Ahawah. Adawam. Yashama. Alayam. Wa'aba. Wa'agarian. Gabal. Wa'amalak. Palashat. I'm Yashabia. Tazayawar. Gamashawar. Alawah. Aman. Hayawah. Zarwad. Lawat. Selah. I.S.U.P.K. Kamadyan. Kasaya Sarah. Kayabyan. Banaka. Kayashwan. Nashamadwa. Bayan Daira. Hayawah. Daman. La'adama. Shayatamwa. Nada. Yamawah. Kaira. Wakazaba. Wakazal. Manai. Cow. Nasiyakamwa. Ashar. Amorwa. Nairashad. Lanawa. Nawa. Alahayam. Alhaya. Shayakamwa. Kagagala. Kakwash. Lapanya Rawaka. Kayash. Tharubaraya. Ira. Waka'al Laba. Salahat. Harayam.
How are you? Come.
Thardapma. Pasa Irika. Wabasabia. Wapaka. Saba Wa'alam. Ma'a. Panyahan. Kwalawan. YAHUAH. SHALAM. YAHAWAH. YAHUSHUA. YAHAWAH.
YAHAWAH.
Oh, so like it. YAHWAH. IDI.
YAHADBADWA.
YAHDAWA. KAYAAH. SHALAM.
YAHAWAH.
LEXX.
ALLURBANCENTRAL. In English, keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
Be not still, O Yahweh.
Be not still, O Yahweh.
For lo, thy enemies make a tumult.
Thy enemies make a tumult.
And they that hate thee,
And they that hate thee
have lifted up the head.
have lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel
They have taken crafty counsel
against thy people.
against thy people
And consulted
and consulted
against thy hidden ones.
against thy hidden ones.
They have said,
They have said,
Come, let us cut them off.
let us cut them off
From being a nation.
from being a nation.
For the name of
For the
Israel,
name of Israel,
there be no more remembrance.
and be no more remembrance.
For they have consulted together
For they have consulted together
with what consent.
with one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against thee.
Tabernacles of Edom.
The tabernacles of Edom
And the Israelites.
and the Israelites
Moab.
of Moab
And the Hagrid.
and the Hagarites,
The
the
Ammon.
and Ammon
And Amalek.
and Amalek,
The Philistines.
the Philistines,
The inhabitants of Tyre.
the inhabitants of Tyre.
The shore is also joined with
A
them.
sword is also joined with them.
They have hope of the children of Lot.
They have opened the children of Lot.
Do unto them
Do unto
as
them
unto the Midianites.
as unto the
As
Midianites,
to Sarah.
as unto Sarah,
As to Jabez.
as unto
The
Ben,
brook of Kisor.
at the brook of
Just
Esau,
past their doors.
just parasited in
They
them.
became as dung for the
They
earth.
became as dung for the
Make
earth.
their nobles like a
Make
red.
the nobles like a
And
red,
like Ziad.
and like Yea,
Yea.
yea,
All their princes as Zabah.
all the princes as Abba
As Amunah.
and as Amunah,
Who said,
who said,
let us take to ourselves
let us say to
the
ourselves,
house of God in possession.
the houses of a God in possession.
Oh, my power.
Oh, my power,
Make them like a wheel.
make them like a wheel,
As a stumble before the wind.
as a stubble before the
As
wind,
the fire burns the wood.
as the fire burns the
As
wood,
the flame sets the mountains on fire.
as the flames set the mountains on
So
fire.
persecute them
So persecute
with
them
thy tempest.
with thy
Make
tempest,
them afraid
and make them
with
afraid
thy storm.
with thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame.
Fill their faces with
They
shame,
may seek thy name.
that they may seek thy name.
O Yahweh,
O Yahawah,
let them be confounded
let them be confounded
and troubled forever.
and troubled forever.
Yea,
Yea,
let them be put to shame
let them be put to
and
shame
perish.
and perish,
That men may know
that men may know
that thou,
that thou,
whose name
whose
alone
name alone
is Yahweh,
is
art
Yahawah,
the most high
at the Most High.
from all the earth. Star, which means to turn. Yeshabia, which means to be seated. Can you fix the camera? We're gonna leave you up here for a second, and then go back. So we're gonna start at Leviticus 23rd chapter in the Lashawan Kodash. Mathomya, do you mind taking the first 7? The Lashawan Kodash.
Come, son.
You can use your 23 and verse 1.
It's the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verse 1 in the Lashawan Kodash. Wayad Bara, Wayad Debar, Yahawah, Al, Mashah, La'amar, verse 2. Debar, Al, Banya, Yasharala, Wa'amar, It's like it was Amarath Allahum Mawa'idaya Yahawah Ashur Thaqwa Ra'awa Athum Makwa Ra'aya Quadash Allah Hum Mawa'idaya. Verse 3. Shashath Yamayum it's like the Aisha Mala'aka Waba Yawum Hasha Baya'aya Shabbath the what? Shabbath one. Makwa Ra'a Quadash Kal Mala'aka La'a the Aishawa Shabbath Hawa'ah La Yahawah Bakal Mawa Shabbat the Yakum Sa. Verse 4. Allah Mawa'ai Daya Yahawah Makwara Aya Quadash Ashur Thaqwa Ra'awa Athum Bama Wa'ai Dama. Verse 5. Bakadash Hara'ashawam Ba'a Rabba Ba'ai Slavi Aishara Lakadash Bayan Ha'ai Rabba Yum Slavi Pasak La Yahawah. Verse 6. Wabaka Masha Aishar Yawum Lakradash. Lakradash Hazah Kaga or Kag Hamai Matazawath La Yahawah Ba'aith Yum Matazawath the Kalawa. Verse 7. Bayawum Ra'a Shawan Ra'a Quadash Yahaya Lakum Kal Mala'akath Ibada La'a the Shawa.
What's on Christ? Can you read in English, Brother Bashar?
Come. This is Leviticus chapter 30, it's like 23, verse 1 in the English. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, concerning the feast of the Lord, which ye shall proclaim to be holy convocations, even these are my feasts. Verse 3. 6 days shall work be done, but the seventh day is the Sabbath of rest, and holy convocation. You shall do no servile work therein. It is the Sabbath of the Lord in all your dwellings. Verse 4. These are the feasts of the Lord, even holy convocations, which ye shall proclaim in their seasons. In the 14th day of the first month at even is the Lord's Passover. Verse 6. And on the 15th day of the same month is the feast of unleavened bread unto the Lord. 7 days ye must eat unleavened bread. In the first day ye shall have an holy convocation. You shall do no servile work therein.
So these are Leviticus, the 23rd chapter talks about the feast of the Lord, the high holy days, the Sabbath, the memorial blowing trumpets. We in the feast of Tabernacles. We're gonna get more into that as we read along. But that was the first 7. We're gonna call up the next reader. So just a minute up here, Imagine.
Okay.
Why does thou come present thyself, public show? So, next priest. Fuck, we're gonna present the next priest. Present thyself.
YAHUAH, YAHUAH, YAHUSHUA.
Wait, let him lay down first. Okay. You go, you fly. So, you twab with the Hebrew part of that? Okay. Take 23 and 8, Bubble Kishore.
Leviticus.
Yeah, Leviticus 23 and verse 8. Is that the blue of the Bible? Bear with us while we had Leviticus 23 and verse 8. Hebrew is our natural tongue. That's why we read it. We read it in the Hebrew, and then because we're in captivity, we have to break it down in English. Right. So, go ahead, Quadazar.
Khan is the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verse 8. YAHAWAH Karabtham Asha La YAHAWAH Shabayah Yamayam. Oh, yeah, Yamayam. BAYAN HaShabayah my Korah Kadash Cow Malakath Abada La'a the I.S.U.P.K. This is Pa. Khan, verse 9. La Ya Debar. YAHAWAH Al Mashiach. No, Slaki. Mashiach, Moses. La Amor. Debar Al Banya Yasharala Wa Amarath Slaki Marath. Okay. Allahum. Oh, Allahum.
I think that's Alham.
Allahum.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's Alham.
Okay. Kaya.
Yeah, it is. It's Alham.
Karawakan. Kaya. The Baal, the Baal. Al Ha Aratza. Oh, the earth. Asher. Ashar. Ainaya. Anya. Nathan. Lakum. Wa Quatazaratham. Ath. Quatazayara. Wahaba Atham.
Right.
Ath. Imar.
Right.
Ra Shayaf. Quataza Yarakum. Al Hakahan. Verse 11. YAHANNA. Is that right? Kaf. No, slack, right?
Oh, yeah, that's a power. Yeah, that's a power.
YAHANNA. Ha'imar. La Panya. YAHAWAH. La Rataza Nakam. Makarath. I know that. Ha Shabaf. Come on. Yanaya Panwa. Ha Kahan. Y.I. Yatham. Bayawam. Hanayapakam. Ath. Hi Imar. Kabash. Mawam. Ban. Shana Thawa. La Yahawah. Verse 13. Wamanaka Thawa. Shanaya. Isharanayam. Salath. Balawaba. Balawala. Bashan. No, slightly. Bashaman. Asha, right? Come. La Yahawah. Rayak. Nayakak. Or it's Kaka.
He was right first time. YAHUKAK.
Oh yeah, Nayakak.
Oh yeah, YAHUKAK.
SICARII, YAHANNA, Rabbi YAHITH, verse 14. Walakum, Wakwalaya, Wakaramol, La'a, Tha'akalawa, Yatizum, Hayawum, so I guess it's a
Hazah, that's a Zah.
it's like a Zah. Haza, I, Haba, Yakum, Ath, Korab, it's like Korabna, or Korab Bun, it's like a Korab Bun. Allah Yakum, Kakwath, Iwalum, Lada Raf Yakum. It's like it. Bakau, Masha Bath Yakum, Sa.
What was it?
Verse.
Read from verse 8 in English.
Kind of
back in English.
Khan. It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 23, verse 8.
Leviticus. There's the book of Leviticus.
Khan is the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verse 8. But ye shall serve an offering made by fire unto the Lord 7 days. In the 7th month, it's like in the 7th day is an holy convocation. Ye shall do no servile work therein. Verse 9. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, When ye become into the land which I gave unto you, and shall reap the harvest thereof, then ye shall bring a sheaf of the first fruits of your harvest unto the priest. Verse 11. And he shall wave the sheaf before the Lord, and be accepted for you. On the morrow, after the Sabbath, the priest shall wave it. Verse 12. And ye shall offer the day when ye wave the sheaf and he lamb without blemish of the first year for a burnt offering unto the Lord. Verse 13. And the meat offering. So I got the laptop.
It is.
I just heard it. I might be wrong. I just heard it.
Can you check the laptop, see what's about to download the show?
Come on, I saw it. And verse 13. And the meat offering thereof shall be 2/10 deal of fine flour, mingled with oil, and made by fire unto the Lord for a sweet savior. And the drink offering thereof shall be of wine, the 4th part of an hin. Verse 14. And ye shall eat neither bread nor parched corn, nor green ears until the same self same day that ye have brought an offering unto your God. It shall be a statute forever throughout your generations in all your dwellings.
So I was talking about the Feast of Unleavened Bread, the protocols, and what we got to do, what the Lord wanted to do during the Feast of Unleavened Bread. So we're going to get the next 7 in the Lashwan Kadash. If I don't mind, I'll take it. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, and verse 15. Wasaparatham lakam mama charath ha shabath ma yawam ha ba ya'akam ath imar ha tha nawapa shabai shabath wa Sama Yamath, Sama Yana, verse 16. I, Mamak, Rath, Ha-Shabath, Ha-Shabah, Ya'ith, Tha-Saparwa, Ha-Ma-Shayam, Yawam, Wa-Ha-Kwa, Rabtham, Manaka, Chadasha, Shalom, Yabashim, La Yahawah, verse 17. Mama wa Shabath Yakam, Thaba Ya'awah, Lakam, Tha Na Wapa, Shath Yum, Shanya, I-Sharunyam, Salah, Saha Yana, Chamataza, Tha Apa Yana, Ba Kawaryam, La Yahawah. Verse 18. Waha Kwa Rabtham, Il Hala Kum, Shaba'ith, Kabash Yum, Thama Yamam, Banya, Shana, Wapar, Bun, Bakwar, Akad, Wa'ayalam, Shanyam, Yahawah, Allah, La Yahawah, Wa Ma Na Naktham, Was Nas Sak Yaham, Asha Royak, Na Y.A.K, La Yahawah, verse 19. Wa Aisha Yatham, Sha'ayar Izayam, Akad, La Kata'af, Wa Shanya, Kabash Yam, Ban Ya, Shana, La Zabak, Shalom Yam. Verse 20. YAHANNA, Han Kahan, Atham, Il, Lakum, Haba Kawaryam, Thana Wapa, Lapanya, Yahawah, Il, Shanya, Kabash Yam, Kodash, Yahawah, La Yahawah, La Kahan. Verse 21. Wakwa Ra'atham, Ba'itazam, Ha-Yawam, Hazah, Makwa Ra'a, Kadash, Yahaya, Lakam, Kal, Mala, Akaf, I-Bada, La'a, Fa-I-Shawa, Khakwaf, I-Walam, Bakal, Mawa, Shabath, Yakam, La Garaf Yakam. Okay, Kwanzaa, if I may, could you take 14 down to 21?
Khan, it's the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verse 24. And ye shall eat neither bread nor parched corn.
I think
15,
15, yeah.
Khan, verse 15. You 12, sir. And ye shall count unto you from the morrow after the Sabbath, from the day that ye brought the sheaf of wave offering, 7 Sabbaths shall be complete. Verse 16. Even unto the morrow after the 7th Sabbath shall ye number 50 days, and ye shall offer a new meat offering unto the Lord. And ye shall bring out of your habitations 2 wave loaves of 2 tenths deals. They shall be of fine flour, they shall be baken with leaven. They are the first fruits unto the Lord. And ye shall offer the bread 7 lambs without blemish of the first year, and 1 young bullock, and 2 rams, and they shall be for a burnt offering unto the Lord, with their meat offering and their drink offerings, even an offering made by fire, a sweet savior unto the Lord. And then ye shall sacrifice 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering, and 2 lambs of the first year for a sacrifice of peace offerings. Verse 20. And the priest shall wave them with the bread of the first fruits for a wave offering before the Lord. With the 2 lambs they shall be holy to the Lord for the priest. Verse 21. And ye shall proclaim on the self-same day that it may be in holy convocations unto you. Ye shall do no servile work therein. It shall be a statute forever in all your dwellings throughout your generations.
So that's talking about the feast of first fruits, what we're supposed to do and what we're not supposed to do. The Lord wants us to come. It's a Sabbath. He wanted us to have a holy convocation, have a service, bring our. He wants to smell our food, the food that we bring. He wants to smell it. What is it? Amos 5:21. He despises our feast days. He don't want to smell the Thanksgiving, the Halloween candy, the ham on Christmas. You don't want to smell that. He wants to smell his high holy days.
Right.
So,
Go ahead.
I was going to say also what you know is on the first fruits, right? This is the first day of our harvest. Like when you know anything about farming, right? These are the first things you bring in. So these are like the top notch. This ain't no. Let me get the bottom of the barrel and bring it to this feast day.
Right.
He said a lamb without blemish, the firstborn. You know what I'm saying? Talking about ram. These are some expensive things.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Go to a grocery store, try to purchase a ram. I tried to purchase a lamb thigh. That thing is like $50.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But you know what America tell you? You better go tell you them turkeys on sale. They puffed up with steroids and all types of stuff, and they like $10. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You go get them for cheap. They give it. The drug dealers give away turkeys.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So the Most High, you know what I'm saying? His holidays is totally different. He's, like my brother said, he said, he ain't smelling in your feast days. Yours is disgusting. You got ham hocks, ham butt, all types of drug dealers at the table, molesting uncles at the table. He don't want none of that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But at his table, at his feast days, you know what I'm saying? He got priests and prophets of the Most High, you know what I'm saying? He got righteous men and women at them table, you know what I'm saying? Raising righteous babies, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's why it's so special that we come here and celebrate our high holy days, because guess what? We doing something no other black man or no other black woman has done for these black children out here, and that's give them culture. You know what I'm saying? That is give them something that they can cleave to. Give them that they can go out into this earth, into this world, and say, this is mine. You know what I'm saying? They can go to that East Indian man, that Chinese man, that so-called white man, and say, this is my holiday. You can't have this.
Right.
I do something totally different. I am cut from a different cloth. My father taught me this, and I am going to stay true to this. My father's not a drug dealer. My father's not a murderer like yours. You know what I'm saying? That's it on that. Slocky, sir.
No sign of Christ. Give him a hand. Bringing out heavy points. So we're going to get back into the reading. Not the 7 yet. We at 20. We at 22, sir. We in the we in Hebrew.
I'm saying you're about to start reading Hebrew?
Yeah, come on.
A new 7 or you still?
A new 7.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, call you up. All right. Majum was the man up here. Do we just call you up or do we just go down?
No, same.
Oh, same thing. Okay. Officer Morale, present thyself and state thy registry.
Officer Marah, Officer Marah, Ban YAHWAH, Ban YAHWAH.
Officer Morale, Ban YAHWAH, Ban YAHWAH.
How about you, Shabbat?
Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barakatah. You will go down to wait 1 second. He will come out. You come in the middle. No, you just come in the middle.
It's all right, Christ. So y'all know the importance of stating that registry is so that if a brother is not an Israelite, he can't come up here. That's what the staffs is for. The staffs is to kindly show that brother who the Most High really is by sending him straight to the Most High if he's lying about his registry or lying about being an Israelite. Okay. With that being said, let's get started in the 7. Where we at?
Leviticus 23 and 22, sir.
I'll read it. Leviticus 23 and 22. Okay. Kind of pushing on the time. Leviticus 23 and 22. So it's the book of Leviticus, chapter 23 and verse 22 in the Hebrew. Waba Quatazarkum, Af Quatazayar, Aratazarkum, La'a Thakala, Pa'af Shadak, Salaki, Ba Quatazar, Salaki, Pa'af Shadka, Ba Quatazarka, Walaquat, Quatazayarka, La'a, Tha Laquat, La Anya, Walagar, Tha Izab, Athum, Anya Yahawah Alahayakam. Sa. Verse 23. Wayadabar Yahawah al Masha La Amor. Verse 24. Dabar al Banya Yasha'ala La Amor. Bachadash Hashabya Ayah. So like Hashabaya Ayah. Ba'akad La Chadash. Yahaya Lakum. Shabbathwan, Zakarwan, Tharawa'ai, Makwara'ah Quadash. Verse 25. Ka Malakaf, Ibada, La'ah, I.S.U.P.K, Waha Korabthum, Asha, La Yahawah, Sa. Verse 26. Wayadabar, Yahawah al Masha, La Amor. Verse 27. Ak Ba'ai-Shawur, La Kadash, Hashabaya Ayah, Hazab, Yawam, Hakaparium, Hawa'ah, Makwara'ah Quadash, Yahaya Lakum, Wa'an Yathum, Af, Napashaf Yakum, Wa'Kwarabthum, Asha La Yahawah. Verse 28. Wakal Mala'akah, Salaki, Wakal Mala'ak, Ha La'ah, I.S.U.P.K, Ba'itazam, Hayawam, Haza, Kaya Yawam, Kaparium, Hawa'ah, La Kapar, Al Yakum, La Panya Yahawah Alahayakum. Verse 29. That was it? Oh, that was 7 more. Perfect.
22. It's the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verse 22. And when ye reap the harvest of your land, thou shalt not make clean riddance of the corners of thy field when thou reapest, neither shalt thou gather any gleaning of thy harvest. Thou shalt leave them unto the poor and to the stranger. I am the Lord your God. Verse 23. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, saying, In the 7th month, in the 1st day of the month, shall ye have a Sabbath, a memorial of blowing of trumpets, and holy convocation. Ye shall do no servile work therein, but ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Also on the 10th day of this 7th month, there shall be a day of atonement. It shall be a holy convocation unto you, and ye shall afflict your souls and offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord. And ye shall do no work in that same day, for it is a day of atonement, to make an atonement for you before the Lord your God.
Can you take the next 7, sir?
Yeah, kind of.
This is the book. You want to
What is that?
What is that?
Yeah, tissue.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, and verse 29 in the Lashon Kodash. Hayah, Kal, Hana, Hash, Ashar, La'ah, Ta'ayna, Ba'aytizam, Ayawam, Hazal, Na, Wasaki, Wana, Kartha, Ma'ain, Ya, verse 30, Wakal, Ha, Napash, Ashar, Sa'aisha, Kal, Mala, Akab, Ba'aytizam, Ayawam, Hazab, Wa, Ha'ai, Badafia, Ha, Napash, Ha-Wa'ah, Ma-Korah, I-Ha. Verse 31. Ka, Mala-Akah, La'ah, Sa'ashawah, Cha-Kwa, I-Walam, La, the Raf Yukam, Bakal, Ma, Shabbat Yukam. Verse 32. Shabbat 1. Hawa'ah, Lakam, Wa'ain, Yatham, Pa, Shaf Yukam, Ba, Tha, Sha'ai, Ha, La, Chadash, Ba'ira, Ma'ira, Ira, Tha, Shabbat Wa, Shabbat Kam. Verse 33. Wayadabar Yahawah al Masha La Amar. Verse 34. Dabar al Banya Yashua La Amar. Bakha Masha Aishar Yawam La Chadash Ha Shabbat Ya'aya Hazar Ka Asa Kawaf Shabbat Yamayam. La Yahawah, verse 35. Ba Yawam Hara Ashwan Makwa Kodash Kal Mala Akaf Bada La'ah I.S.U.P.K. Can you take it
29.
29 and 35.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verse 29. For whatsoever soul it be that shall not be afflicted in that same day, he shall be cut off from among his people.
So if you don't afflict yourself, if you don't do that fast, then you're getting cut off. The Lord got many ways of cutting you off. He can put you to death. He can destroy your life, so on and so forth. There's many ways the Lord can cut you off. Everybody that is healthy enough to do that fast is required by the law to do that fast. If you're elderly, you're excluded. I forgot to mention this last time. If you're a pregnant woman, you're excluded from the fast. Right. And children, of course, are excluded from the fast. But anybody else that's healthy enough to take that, to be able to do that fast, then you can do the fast. If you're on medication, some medications you got to eat with. So you might got to take your medication and eat with your medication or drink something. You can do, as long as you can go, as long as you want to try, but you're not required to do the full entire fast, especially if you're taking more than one medication. You're going to have to either eat with some or do certain things, with that medication. You might not be able to be in the sun. Right. Certain medications, you can't be in the sun for too long. So if you slaving and you in the sun, you ain't gonna be able to take your not take your medication and fast. You get what I'm saying? All right, that's not what the Lord wants. Okay, you're already afflicted. So you gotta do all that. You're already afflicted. So with that being said, you take your medication and you want to do an hour, maybe 2. You go ahead and do that. You still being righteous, man, but you ain't required to do that full 24-hour fast.
Right.
But the Lord will cut you off if you are a person that's able to do it and you don't do it. All right, let's keep going.
Verse 30. And whatsoever soul it be that doeth any work in that same day, the same soul will I destroy from among his people. Ye shall do no manner of work. It shall be a statute forever throughout your generations and all your dwellings. It shall be unto you a Sabbath of rest, and ye shall afflict your souls in the 9th day of the month at even, from even unto even shall ye celebrate your Sabbath. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, was that it? What was it?
No, all the way to 35, right?
Speak unto the children of Israel, saying, the 15th day of this 7th month shall be the feast of tabernacles for 7 days unto the Lord.
No sign Christ. No sign Christ. So, you got one more. You got 35. All right, end of 35.
Oh, this is the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verse 35. On the first day shall be an holy convocation. Ye shall do no servile work therein.
All right, Most High Christ. I'll take the 7. I'll take the next Hebrew.
All the way down.
All the way down to the end, right? So this is the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, and verse 36. Shaba'ith, Yamayim, Thaquariyabwa, Asha, La Yahawah, Bayam, Aslaki, Bayawam, Shamayanya, Makwara Quadash, Hayalakum, Wakarabthum, Asha, La Yahawah, Aitazarath, Hawaah, Kal, Malakath, Ibada, La'ah, the I.S.U.P.K. Verse 37. Allah, Ma wa'ayya, Yahawah, Ashar, Thaquara'awa, Athum, Makwara Quadash, Laha Quariyab, Asha, La Yahawah, Ayla, Wa Manacha, Zabak, Wa Nasakyum, Dabar Yawum, Ba Yawumwa. Verse 38. Malabad, Shabbatha, Yahawah, Malabad, Mathanawathyakum, Wa Malabad, Kal, Nadabaryakum, Wa Malabad, Kal, Nadabar Wathyakum, Ashar, the Thunwa, La Yahawah. Verse 39. Ak, Bachamash, Bachamasha, Aishar, Yawum, Lakadash, Hashabaya Ayah, Ba'asakkum, Af, Thabawa'af, Thabawa'atha, Ha'arataza, Thagagwa, Af, Chag Yahawah, Shaba'ith, Yamayam, Bayawum, Hara'ashwan, Shabbathwan, Wabayawum, Shamayanya, Shabbathwan. Verse 40. Wala Quakthum, Lakum, Bayawum, Hara'ashwan, Parya, Aiza, Hador, Kapath, Thamarium, Wa Ainak, Izabah, Wa Irabia, Nakal, Wa Shamakthum, Lapanya, Yahawah, Alahayakum, Shaba'ith, Yamayim. Verse 41. Wa Chagthum, Athwa, Chag La Yahawah, Shaba'ith, Yamayim, Bashana, Kakwath, Iwalam, La Darathiakum, Bachadash, Hashabaya Ayah, Thakagwa, Athwa. Verse 42. Basakath, THESHADEROOM, Shabaith, Yamayam, Kal, Ha, Azarak, Bayashala, Yeshabwa, Basakath, Lama'ain, Yedaiwa. Oh, it's like verse 43. Lama'ain, Yedaiwa, Derath Yakum, Kaya, Basakwath, Hawashabathya, Ath Banyaya Sha'ala, Ha Ba Hawa Hawatazayaya, Our thumb, Ma Arataza, Ma Tazarium, Anya Yahawah Alahayakum, verse 44, Waya Dabar, Masha, Af, Ma'idya, Yahawah Al Banya Yasha'ala, Pa. That's the end of 44.
36. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 20.
You can let Iba take it. Iba, you can do the English. Brother just read the English.
Come.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 23 and verse 36. 7 days ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord. On the 8th day shall be an holy convocation unto you, and ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord. It is a solemn assembly, and ye shall do no servile work therein. Verse 37. These are the feasts of the Lord, which ye shall proclaim to be holy convocation, to offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord, a burnt offering and a meat offering, a sacrifice and drink offerings, everything upon his day. Verse 38. Beside the Sabbaths of the Lord, and besides your gifts, and beside all your vows, and besides all your freewill offerings, which ye give unto the Lord. Verse 39. Also in the 15th day of the 7th month, when ye have gathered in the fruit of the land, ye shall keep a feast unto the Lord. 7 days. On the 1st day shall be a Sabbath, and on the 8th day shall be a Sabbath. Verse 40. And ye shall take ye on the 1st day the boughs of goodly trees, branches of the palm trees, and boughs of the thick trees, and willows of the brook. And ye shall rejoice before the Lord your God 7 days. Verse 41. And ye shall keep it a feast unto the Lord 7 days in the year. It shall be a statute forever in your generations. Ye shall celebrate it in the 7th month. Verse 42.
And that's this month. We're in the 7th month. Right now, we closing out the Feast of Tabernacles. Got a few scriptures to go into. Abba, keep going.
Verse 42. Ye shall dwell in booths. 7 days all that are Israelite born shall dwell in booths. Verse 43. That your generations may know that I made the children of Israel to dwell in booths when I brought them out of the land of Egypt. I am the Lord your God. Verse 44.
The Most High says, Salaki, he said he made us to dwell in booths. If y'all don't know what a booth is, it is a tent. It's not like a studio recording booth. It's not that type of booth. It is a tent. All right. If you look up the Hebrew word for booth, if you look it up, it tells you it's a tent. I can get it for you right here. The Hebrew word for tabernacle or for booth is sakah. Sakah. All right. Which is a tent, which is a booth. Okay. Go ahead.
Verse 44. And Moses declared unto the children of Israel the feast of the Lord. That was it.
Now, I want to go a little bit, we're going to go a little bit into biblical history on the Feast of Tabernacles, because if y'all don't know, in the Apocrypha, if you could put that Apocrypha up, let's show the people the Apocrypha. The Apocrypha is in the 1611 King James Bible. This is the 1611 King James Bible. Okay, so y'all can see online, and this is the Apocrypha that is inside of the 1611 King James Bible. Nowadays, you got to go buy the regular King James Bible, and then you got to go buy the Apocrypha online for you to have the complete Bible. Okay, this is the complete entire Bible. All right. Now, what they did was they decided to sell the Apocrypha separate, because the Apocrypha has the biblical history. We can turn the mic a little bit just so I can make sure you hear me. Has the biblical history on a lot of our wars that we fought against the oppressor and against like the Persians, who are today the East Indians, right? But they're the Persians. And a lot of the wars we fought against them, and some of the people that you would consider like like Iranians or Iraqis sort of blend in with some of those, with like in that Persian Empire because of where it was on the landmass. But the actual Persians is the East Indians, all right? Just like Samaria was on a certain landmass, okay? So don't just think, and I'm saying that to say the Tower of Babel also was on a certain landmass, even though an African, a Hamite, African ran the first Babylonian Empire, which was the Tower of Babel. It was Nimrod, a Cushite, an Ethiopian, right? What wasn't he, a Cushite?
Yeah. No.
Wait, Nimrod was a Hamite. Just know that. I forget which exactly what you call. I think he was a Cushite. I'm not sure. Forget. It's vague. But Nimrod was a Hamite, but his empire, the main capital, was in the Middle East. All right. So don't get those confused. Like them Iraqis and Iranians, they're not the Persians themselves. That's the East Indians, but they did fall under that empire because it's the Persians and the Medes as well. All right. And I forget who the hell the Medes are, but what I wanted to say is a lot of history on who we went to war with. Okay, on who we went to war with, and a lot of history on how we got in the captivity that we are in today. Is a specific historical timeline and a specific historical map on how we got here today. When I say map, meaning the history, a roadmap of history. All right, and it goes into us fighting the Greeks, us trying to get help from the Romans to fight the Greeks, which don't even sound good in itself. It don't even sound good in itself for us to fight against one group of oppressors, but to get help from another group of oppressors. That don't even make sense, right? But that's what we did. And the Romans did help us get from under that Greek captivity. They did push them Greeks off. But what did the oppressor do? Later, the Romans taxed us, and later, the Romans also made us pay tribute. And when we decided to not be under the Romans, they still came and surrounded us and did us dirty. All right, which led to us fleeing out of Rome. Which led to us fleeing out of our homeland of Israel and fleeing into Africa. We went all the way to the west coast of Africa, which shows you how bad we was trying to get the hell away from them Romans. And then from there, the Arabs and the Africans sold us to the oppressor, and that's the transatlantic slave trade. Once the Arabs built the slave ships, once the Africans did the dirty work and rounded us up and sold us to who? The Romans. At that time, whoever they was calling themselves at that time. But that's who they sold us to. And they brought us over here to our Hispanic brothers who they had already conquered, okay, and brought us over here. Why? Because our Hispanic brothers are Israelites. We are the same race as our Hispanic brothers. All right. With that being said, I just gave you the roadmap on how we got here today. But that is also in the Apocrypha, when the Hispanics came to America, because the Hispanics are from America. Are from Israel. They are not from America. Their homeland, why? Can you put it up for me? I appreciate it. The Hispanic homeland is Israel. It tells you when they came over here. That's in the Apocrypha, okay? So let's get into the Feast of Tabernacles. Go ahead.
It was Genesis 10 and 8, and Cush begat Nimrod.
And Cush begat Nimrod. So Nimrod was a Cushite, who are the modern day Ethiopians. So Ethiopian was the king over of the first Babylonian Empire, which the Tower of Babel or Babylon comes from, that Babylonian empire where the Lord separated the languages. That language Hebrew, that Abba, which I heard us reading earlier, that was the original language of the planet Earth. But once everybody came together to do that Tower of Babel, the Lord said, "The hell with that." He got rid of the one language and made separate languages. And the Israelites, or the people that came out of Adam, who's mainly Eber, who is whose son was Peleg. All in that, those specific people kept the Hebrew. So Eber, which came out of, I believe, Arphaxad, which came out of Shem. So the Shem, through Arphaxad, through Eber, that's how we have the Hebrew language still in the earth today. And that's why it's called Hebrew, from Eber, Ibri, Hebrew. All right. So that's how you get the Hebrew language. So I just gave you the backdrop on the whole roadmap to how we got to Israel, how we got to America from Israel. But that's found in the Apocrypha. Now we're going to go into the Apocrypha, and we are going to get a history from the Apocrypha on the Feast of Tabernacles. All right. So go to 1 Esdras chapter 5, and I want to start at verse 1 and then drop down to verse 47. And then I'm going to drop you down. I'll let you read to about 49. I'm going to drop you down to verse 51. All right.
This is the book of 1 Esdras chapter 5 verse 1. After this were the principal men of the families chosen according to their tributes, according to their tribes, to go up with their wives and sons and daughters, with their men servants and maid servants in their camp. Verse 40. You said 44.
So first, let me give you a little bit. Let me give you a little bit from chapter 4, 1 Esdras 4. I'm gonna give you the end, right? This is 4 and 60. Blessed art thou who has given me wisdom, for to thee I give thanks, O Lord of our fathers. And so he took letters and went out and came unto Babylon and told it all his brethren. And they praised, this is verse 62. And they praised God, the God of their fathers, because he had given them freedom and liberty. Verse 63, to go up and to build Jerusalem and to build the temple, which is called by his name, and they feasted with instruments, music, and gladness 7 days. This is when Nehemiah had us rebuild All right, when we rebuilt the temple. Go ahead.
You want to
47, verse 47. So now we're gonna go to chapter 5 and read verse 47. Go ahead.
This is the book of 1 Esdras 5 verse 47. But when the 7th month was at hand,
the 7th month, the same month we in now. Go ahead.
And when the children of Israel were every man in his own place, they came all together with one consent into the open place of the first gate, which is toward the east. Verse 48.
And remember, we always face the east. That's why our first gate was towards the east, because that's where we pray to the Most High at. When y'all seen us do the prayers, get up. My bad. I hope I ain't in your way with these. When y'all seen us get up and turn and face the east and do the prayers, that's biblical. We always did that. Our first gate was towards the east. Why? We prayed to the east, because that's what the Lord told us to do. Keep going.
Verse 48. Then stood up Jesus, the son of Josedek.
Wait, then stood up who? Read it again.
Then stood up Jesus,
Salaki, my bad.
the son of Josedek, and his brethren the priests.
Then stood up who?
Jesus, the son of Josedek.
Jesus is a common name in Israel. A Puerto Rican man, a so-called Puerto Rican, made the name Jesus famous. Who was that man? Joshua. Joshua in English, Jesus in Greek, YAHUSHA in Hebrew. Jesus Christ is named after a Puerto Rican man. A black man who the world knows as Jesus Christ is named after a Puerto Rican, because Puerto Ricans are God-chosen people as well. All right, so this Jesus, it was a common name, just like YAHUAH. Any famous people the name is going to be famous. some of us, if we make it into the kingdom, y'all names will be famous, man. Women's names, man. Listen, you might not like your Hebrew name. You get your Hebrew name, you're like, damn, I wanted to be raised to majesty. Big shout out to Kwamgawan out there in Pittsburgh. You get your Hebrew name, you want to be the king of the earth. Your Hebrew name is just Razor. That's all it means is Razor. You're like, damn, I thought I was going to be that Negro. But anyway, some people don't like their Hebrew name, but you're going to love it in the kingdom. You're going to be like, I wish I was Tazabas. I wish I was Awarakan. I wish I was Kiyawana. I wish I was Iban Hayah. I wish I was Barzal Rakam and Thumb Yah. You don't grow up and be like, no, Dad, I'm like Barzal. That's my spirit. I'm a G. Right? I'm like Ithanya. Pop, you trying to tell your dad, you know how it is when you get older. You're probably like, boy, you ain't ready. He's like, no. I'm like Quantazaka Rob. You got me messed up, huh? I have all these wives. But that's how it's going to be in the kingdom. All right? Because you're going to love that name because the name will be famous then if we make it. All right? So Jesus, the son of Jehozadak, that's a famous name. And a Puerto Rican man made that name Jesus famous, man. And YAHUSHA, Jesus Christ, is named after a Puerto Rican. So I don't want to hear nothing about the Hispanic tribes not being Israelites. Keep going.
And his brethren, the priests, and Zerubbabel, and the son of Salathiel, and his brethren, and made ready the altar of the God of Israel.
The God of who?
Israel.
All right. You know what? You can keep on read straight down all the way to 61.
Come God, verse 49. To offer burnt sacrifices upon it, according as it is expressly commanded in the book of Moses.
The book of Moses is the law. They follow the law as it is expressly commanded. This ain't just something that we got a choice whether or not we want to do this. This is expressly commanded. It's something that is commanded from us to be done in the book of the law.
Right.
This just is not, this ain't, I thunder if I feel like doing this. Right. That's why when people lead the truth, they so weak. If you lead the truth, man, you are so weak because this is something where you could have established your whole entire life in the kingdom. What we work for in I.S.U.P.K is to establish our life in the future, man. Right. To have a real portion from God in the future, man. And that's what we're doing now. And these brothers, what they did it for their God, the God of Israel. Keep going. As it expressed in the law, which the God of Israel gave us, the law. Go ahead.
The man of God. And there were gathered unto them.
Hold on, wait. Let me just pause here real quick. If y'all, a lot of people lead the truth because they weak, because they can't take orders from a man. They can't take orders from another man. But you read the book of Moses and acknowledge Moses, a man of God. Right. You think you would have obeyed Moses? You thought you would have obeyed John and Peter? Listen, no wonder they need John the Baptist. They got to have a real reason to say, I don't got to obey no man. But if you believe in John the Baptist, then wouldn't you have to obey John the Baptist? Hey, what's up, young brother? Isn't he a man? They acknowledge Moses as a man of God, but they don't want to acknowledge commanding General YAHANNA and the generals as men of God, and the priests and the men in I.S.U.P.K as men of God, and the women in I.S.U.P.K as women of God, man. Don't let that be a stumbling block. Go ahead.
And there were gathered unto them out of all the nations of the land, and they erected the altar upon his own place, because all the nations of the land were at enmity with them.
Whoa. Read that again.
Oh God, because all the nations of the land were at
No, go back to the beginning, what you said.
Oh God, this is the book of 1 Ezra 5, verse 50. And there were gathered unto them out of the other nations of the land, and they erected the altar upon his own place, because all the nations of the land were at enmity with them.
They was at enmity with us. What does that mean? Anybody remember where the Lord put enmity between the serpent seed and the woman seed? Meaning it's a beef between us and these other nations. They don't love us. How the hell we all gonna serve God together in a damn church or the mosque? And they don't even F with us. When I was a Muslim, the damn what they call it? What's the nigga at the top? Who's the Imam? That's what it's about. Yeah, the Imam. Damn, Imam, he's sitting there picking his nasty Arab toes, playing it because you know they take their shoes off in the mosque, right? He playing with his little Arab toes. We sitting there, and the brothers asked him, I say brothers, I'm talking about two black men. Asked him, they said, yo, man, I know we having a convention for the Muslims. Man, I want to take some flyers and pass it out to the hood. He said, no, my friend, they street Muslims. I looked at them, bro. I was a young boy. But I looked at them, I said, like, in my head, I'm like, oh, he about to punch the E-man right in the face. No, he didn't. He ain't do nothing. The E-man said, no, they street Muslims. He said, when I ride past, they say, salam alaikum, my brother, and that is it. He said those exact words right down the street from me. There's a mosque down the street from me. I will never forget it. I looked at them like I know it's about to go down, right? You know, when you from the hood, how is it that Muslims is ready to fight everybody except for that Arab E-man who call you a damn street Muslim? Who they say salam alaikum and they keep going. Nah, bro. Nah, we can't do that. You know why? You know why we can't join with them? Because it's enmity. It's enmity between us and the other nations. The middle of verse 50, Quatazat, the water.
The book of 1 Ezra, chapter 5, verse 50. And they were erected, the altar upon his own place, because all the nations of the land were at enmity with them and oppressed them. And they offered sacrifices according to the time and burnt offerings to the Lord both morning and evening.
Go ahead.
Verse 51. Also, they held the Feast of Tabernacles.
Whoa, they did what?
Held the Feast of Tabernacles.
While we was rebuilding the wall or the temple. Held the what? The Feast of what?
Tabernacles.
What we doing right now. And they say that black people ain't got nothing to do with the Bible. That's how they make it seem, right? Jesus is white, right? God and the angels is white, right? Of course, that's a lie, but that's how they promote it. But then when you read the Apocrypha and you start hearing all the gangster things that was going down, you like, that don't sound like them, Ashkenazi over there. That don't sound like, Peter Schmidt and the Vishnikov, and Goldberg. That don't sound like them. They over there crying and getting the piss beat out of them right now. You know what I mean? They over there getting beat and spitting on people. I ain't seeing nothing gangster come out of them. I don't see them wearing studs and fringes like it's said for us to do. I see a small hat. That's it. I see people crawling out the damn tunnel like a rat with a small hat. Somebody need to make that a bar. Go ahead, Doc. Keep reading.
As it is commanded in the law. And offer sacrifices daily.
Go ahead.
As was
meaning they offered sacrifices as was good. All 7 days or all 8 days of the Feast of Tabernacles. This is what we did. Go ahead. And that's because of the spirit. And they don't say we gotta give a sacrifice every single day. But the burnt offering is when we start and at the end. But they was doing it every day because we got a chance to come out of captivity and to rebuild our own nation. Go ahead.
It's the book of 1 Ezra chapter 5.
In verse 52.
Verse 52. And after that, the continual oblations.
The continual oblations, go ahead.
and the sacrifice of the Sabbath, and of the new moon, and of all the holy feasts,
and of what?
All the holy feasts,
And of all the holy feasts. This is we set up to be able to serve the Lord. That's what we did. And we did it and established it during a feast. The Lord, listen, when I tell you, the Lord always give us some type of good, something to look forward to. I've been in the school a short time, right? But every Passover, every High Holy Day, it's damn near, I can say, damn near every single one. He give us always some type of encouragement to look forward to. Either this blowing up or that beef getting started or something going down over here, or somebody slimy over there dealing with these nations, man. Listen, he gave us COVID 2-year break and money. I think that's I think that I had the best time of my life. Being able to chill. Go ahead,
I was gonna say, I was just looking at TikTok and it looked like all of Judah be reminiscing about the COVID times. That was the Casamigo era. Everybody had a story in Miami or Cancun. I seen every Section 8 person living their best life while Esau was in the trenches. You know what I'm saying?
And meanwhile, some places they was still in the vaccines. The small acts was still in the vaccines from Black and Hispanic communities and taking it back to their community. Evil. But anyway, the Lord always give us something to look forward to. Because now the small acts getting beat on and they getting bombed.
Right.
And missiles. You know what I mean? They don't want to steal extra missiles, do they? Right now, they're probably scrapping for toilet paper right now. Over there, man. Ain't nobody playing with them. Lord ain't playing with them. And it's so good because it's during the Third World War. This Feast of Tabernacles. That before we had a chance to rebuild our nation and come out of captivity. Now it's war going down to bring us out of this captivity, man. We celebrating the Feast of Tabernacles in the middle, right in the midst of the start of the Third World War. This is biblical. Yeah, we're going to read about these days, man. It's going to say, and they celebrated the Feast of Tabernacles in the midst of war. God damn it, it's going to be beautiful. Now, I'm just guessing. You know, I ain't saying that's how it's exactly going to be. But we're going to read about these times, man. Keep going.
God. Verse 53. And all they that have made any vows to God began to offer sacrifices to God from the first day to the seventh month.
Go back. And all they that made what?
Made any vow to God began to offer sacrifices to God from the first day of the seventh month, although the temple of the Lord was not yet built. Even
though the temple wasn't built, if they vowed a vow, like when you get that oil on your head, when you get that Hebrew name, when you decide to become an officer, or you decide to become a loyal sister in school, you get that oil on your head, you vow a vow. Every man that salute the Torah, YAHUSHA, asking the Lord for a blessing, put your hand on the scroll, and you vow that vow, you better listen. We better continue through with it.
Right.
They said to hell with the temple being built. Now that if they was in captivity and they was sinning, because they vowed a vow, they said, I'm gonna make it happen. Here's the problem. In America, you got a New Year's resolution that they call they vow, and they don't never do nothing with it. You're supposed to be husky 10 years ago. You're not husky. You're supposed to get off crack cocaine 11,000 years ago. It never happened. We were supposed to get rich. Come on now. Get what they call it, wealth. Go ahead.
Especially Israel, you know what I'm saying? They got all them superstitions. You gotta bring a dollar in your pocket. The first person to walk in the door, they frying up the black eyed peas, all these things to make themselves succeed in life. When all they gotta do is just follow these laws, statutes, and commandments. You know what I'm saying? New Year's ain't saved nobody.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? New Year's ain't changed nothing. If you was a LGBTQ plus on December 31st or 30th, you are still a LGBTQ plus, and you still skinny, or you still fat. You know what I'm saying? Because nothing changed.
Or you still effing broke.
Right.
Black Eyed Peas and a dollar didn't help you.
Right.
Your rent is still due. That's the problem, man. We vows today in America and don't even follow through with those vows, and they ain't got nothing to do with God. So imagine a vow to the Lord. You ain't following through. You didn't even lose weight.
Right.
You didn't even gain no weight. You ain't got no damn muscles.
Right.
It ain't never gonna happen. You was gonna do what? You was gonna pay your child support, but you got high. That's just what happened, man. That's how I go. That's a lot. Now you think you're gonna do something for the Lord? Listen, you better be serious. Right. And these brothers and sisters, man, they were serious about it. And in the first verse, it tell you they wives went with them. Like, we got free and was able to go and rebuild our nation, man, and rebuild that temple. And the brother said, and the sister said, you know what, the temple ain't built, but I'm gonna follow through with these vows.
Right.
That's how serious you want to be right now. Because if you do that, man, when Christ come back, listen, them crowns, sisters, your role in the kingdom of heaven, man. Imagine being married to the man that is right under Christ. Can you imagine that? Everywhere you go is servants and diamonds and listen, that a man better doctrine, a man better than it just ain't an Israelite man. It's a heathen. And that man better. You better make your children's bed. He better do everything you tell him to do. He better. All right. But that is what we're working for, man. All right. So I don't want to go too much off topic. Let's keep going. So they vowed their vows and they plan to do it, man. Even though the temple wasn't built. Go ahead.
And they gave unto the masons and carpenters money, meat and drink, with cheerfulness. With cheerfulness. Here y'all go. Here goes some food. Here goes some money. Here goes some strong drink. Because why? These is what you call today the construction workers.
Right.
Masons is still the same. Masons still stone workers, not the crazy Jay-Z cult thing. But actual stone workers and carpenters, man. Your plumbers, your electricians, all that. The brothers, that help with the stones and building the houses and the door frames and working with all that stuff. They took care of them because they had to build our kingdom back up. Go ahead. And they did it with cheerfulness. Right. Go ahead.
Verse 55. Unto them of Zidon also in Tyre they gave cars.
Cares, go ahead.
Cares. That they should bring cedar trees from Libanus, which should be brought by float to the haven of Japheth, according as it was commanded them by Cyrus, king of the Persians.
King of the East Indians. Go ahead.
Verse 56. And in the second year, in second month after his coming to the temple of God at Jerusalem, began Zerubbabel, the son of Zelathiel, and Jesus, the son of Josedek, and their brethren, and the priests, and the Levites, and all they that were come unto Jerusalem out of the captivity.
Out of captivity. Listen, man, I'm gonna just say it again. I don't see the small hacks really, doing nothing gangster for their captivity. They over there acting like, like they dying because they got a couple missiles shot at them. But they got nukes and all that, and they need the help of who? America? What the hell they need American help for? Now they got artillery and weapons, but I do see black and Hispanic men having to do gangster things on an everyday basis. Right. Yeah, you got to be in America doing gangster things to get to Walmart, to get back and forth, on a bus and to do what you got to do at work, dealing with these evil and money grubbing bosses of ours, man. We got to do things to protect your family on a daily basis to make sure that what you got is built up. And that's the same spirit we had back in the Bible, man, and that we got today in the I.S.U.P.K. Keep going.
Verse 57. And they laid the foundation of the house of God in the first day of the second month, and the second year after they were come to Jewry and Jerusalem.
Go ahead.
Verse 58. And they appointed the Levites from the 20 years old over the works of the Lord. Then stood up Jesus and his sons and brethren, and Cadmiel his brother, and the sons of Madiabon, and the sons of Jopah, and the sons of Eliadon, with their sons and brethren, all Levites, with one accord, settlers forward of the business.
Now, I want you to notice it's important. I skipped this down because it's so many names that was named. So many brothers' names that was named. That is important, man. Don't think that we in the I.S.U.P.K and we working and you ain't going to get no recognition from the Lord, man. If you're doing right, your name is going to go down in history, man. You know what I mean? You're going to name your sons Yediah and Nakar. And you ain't going to know why. You like, you know what? I like this name, Nakar. That brother Nakar, he did something real ill. You know what I mean? Him and Quatazak handling business. You know what I mean? Latham Yad and Yediah Naithon. I like those names. Don't name my kids after these brothers right here in this scripture right here. Because if we go back up to the top, all the way down to where I skipped you down to, is his brothers getting named. And their sons. Literally them and their kids. Like our brothers got their children here today. Just them and their sons getting named for the work that was done, man. We gonna go down in history if we make it. You know what I mean? This ain't for nothing. Go ahead, keep going. And the sisters too. They tell you their wives came with them. There's a lot of famous sisters' names. That Ruth is a famous woman's name. What they call Deborah today. Deborah, or however they want to say it in the English. That's a famous sister's name, man. Mary, Christ's mom, Elizabeth. All these is famous women in the Bible that we today in today's time still got these names. Right. Go ahead.
Laboring to advance the works in the house of God. So the workmen built the temple of the Lord. Verse 39. And the priests stood arrayed in their vestments with their musical instruments and trumpets, and the Levites, the sons of Asaph, had cymbals. Verse 60. Singing songs of thanksgiving and praising the Lord, or according as David, the king of Israel, had ordained.
Even the way King David said to do it. Meaning, this is so important because, of course, we had fallen from sin, but now that we being brought back into, right here in the scripture, we being brought back into our own homeland. Now it's like, well, we want to do it right according to the way it was set up before we went into this captivity. And that's how we're doing it again in the I.S.U.P.K. We're here in this captivity right now, but we doing things the way it was set up before we got into this captivity.
Right.
Keep going.
Verse 61. And they sung with loud voices songs to the praise of the Lord, because his mercy and his glory is forever in all Israel.
It's forever in what?
All Israel.
Now, why doesn't that say everybody? You know what bugs me out? This is what bugs me out about the world, but especially about Christians. This is what bugs me out. The Muslims say things, but you at least see them try to do it. Christians say things, and it is completely outside of what their book says. It's like, look, Muslims beat on their women. They smack them up, do all that. It says that in the Quran. Muslims eat pork if there's nothing else to eat. It says that in the Quran. Right. They blow listen, this kills me about the Muslims though. They blow themselves up. It says to do that in their hadith. It says it. This is what kills me about us in Christianity. This is how you know we just believe whatever we told by the pastor. We don't even check it. If the imam said, yo, we're going to eat this pork today, Muslims that actually study would be like, no, because they do read. It's just a false doctrine, but they read. Here's the thing about Christians. The first thing says, God is white, Jesus is white. I don't know how they got away with that.
Right.
The Bible says he is black. It says it. Like, I don't understand. And 2 places in the Bible give you Jesus Christ's description. Both of them, he dark skinned. One said he's so dark it's like he burned in the furnace. God damn it, that means he black. Then they go with the angels. The angels, they say, is butt naked white babies. That one killed me too. First off, I tell you, the angels look like men, not little boys, not babies, but men, and they dark skinned. Got shiny brown skin. It says it. I don't see how the hell we got that far in the line, man. Go ahead.
And if I could, sir, they look scary.
Oh yeah, yeah, and they look scary. And they wear warlike apparel. My bad, in the car. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying. I was just adding emphasis, like, you know, they anytime somebody seen an angel, like certain angels, they had 4 faces, looking like a beast, and
eyes everywhere, and
right.
man, listen, y'all see an angel today, you would listen. You probably give up the ghost cycle. Probably give up the ghost. You in your crib, you praying, you look up. I'm trying to tell you, yo, you'd be like, damn. You'd be like, Lord. Go ahead.
Wow, so you really started speaking in tongues.
You really started speaking in tongues. Go ahead.
If I could, sir, like maybe 6 months ago, my mother told me that, you know, like she saw something terrifying in her house. And like as she was describing it, that he was, you know, decked in gold and had faces and, you know, stood tall and like it scared the hell out of her. I'm like, Mom, you saw an angel. Like that's Daniel.
Yeah.
3rd chapter right there.
Man, but give that a hand. Listen, let my mama see some angels. Maybe she bring her behind up there. Go do something. Huh? She's doing something. Most High in Christ. Hey, maybe we all need to see a couple angels, our family members, man. And listen, the Bible do say the first shall be last and the last shall be first. We all working for the same thing. Somebody, listen, right before Christ come, somebody gonna throw their cigarette down and say, I'm done. And they get the same reward we get. But Most High in Christ. Some slut is gonna leave, you know, the OnlyFans account. They say, I'm done. And then Christ come right back. They ain't got no time to change them damn drawers, but she gonna make it. You know what I mean? And that's what we working for in here, man. All right, I got 2 more scriptures than we done. All right. Give me the book of John, chapter 7, and verse 2. John 7 and 2. And then Ithanya, can you hold for me? I believe that's it. Yeah, John 7 and 2. That's it.
Okay. This is the book of.
Wait, did we read down to 61? That was the end of 61, right?
Okay.
Yeah, we did. All right.
This is the book of John, 7, verse 2. Now the Jews' feast of Tabernacles was at hand. Verse 3. His brethren therefore said unto him, Depart hence and go into Judea, that thy disciples also may see the works that thou doest.
Read that again from the top.
Now the Jews' feast of Tabernacles was at hand.
So once again, it's in the New Testament. And listen, I ain't never, ever in my entire life, I didn't know nothing about a Feast of Tabernacles until I came into the truth. And I know 1,000 people that went to church.
Right.
I don't even know if they know it's in there. And that once again, that just goes back to what I was saying. It's like that Christianity, man, they worse than Muslims in the false doctrine too, but damn, yay, worse because you have it and you don't know what the hell is in it. Just sitting there collecting dust on your table, on your grandma mantle somewhere, you know, decoration. It's a decoration. You know what I mean? Like listen, look at these pages here. You see these busted. You know why? Because we use the book.
Right.
I can guarantee you somebody's grandma Bible is in perfect shape. They ain't touching. They don't know what's in it. They don't know what it's about. They just leave it there. Salaki, let me get you a die first. Go ahead.
What you're saying, sir, is so heavy, right? Even in here in John, the 7th chapter, the second verse, it tells you that Christ celebrated these high holy days. Like the Feast of Tabernacles, you know what I mean? The Day of Atonement, You know, even the Feast of Hanukkah, Purim. Like there's an account of Christ and the disciples during their time in the captivity of the Romans, observing and celebrating these high holy days. And when you go and you ask, you know what I mean, our people about it, whether they're Christianity or Islam, they have no record of that at all. They have no idea that it's even in there.
Yeah, give that a hand because that's so true. And the sad part about it is, here's the sad part about it. A lot of Christians go to church to find God. Is this the pastor either don't know nothing or he knows it like T.D. Jakes, but he's at the Diddy party because he needs the money.
Right.
And your salvation is like nothing to him. He like, okay, if they want salvation, there's other churches you can go to. This church right here is for the freak elite, and this is what we're doing, and send your tithes in, and I'm gonna be at the Diddy party tomorrow, and you know, until the congregation find out. Because it's all about money. It's either they was raised in church and they strongly believe whatever they've been hearing from a kid, or they read and they study and they just don't give a damn. They know if they say, look, you can't be LGBTQ, then they're gonna lose their whole congregation.
Right.
They daddy's church is going into the pit hole, and that's that. They know they're gonna say, listen, you can't be this and that. You know, you have to do this. From now on, y'all, we celebrating the Feast of Tabernacles. You're not coming back. They know that. Like they know grandma's like, pastor think he holier than thou, and that's the end of it. Go ahead.
If I could, so like even with keeping the high holy days, I hear Muslims with this all the time. I'm like, Muhammad didn't follow those high holy days because he understood the integrity behind our high holy days, and the Christian church would never uphold these high holy days because then you have to really look at the enemy for who the enemy is. You have to understand the importance of keeping the commandments. You have to understand the suffering that the Most High really wants you to go through, so that again, you know, the Christian church say, "Oh, none of us can be perfect." Then I should never try to be good at basketball. LeBron James should never try to be great at basketball. We should never try to be good at our occupations or even parents. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I should just catch getting high so my kids can see me getting high.
And then tell them, ain't nobody perfect, son.
We better than me.
Mm-hmm. Why are they locking Diddy up if can't nobody be perfect?
Right.
You should let Diddy go, he free. He innocent. Can't judge him. Why should people go to jail for child molestation? Can't nobody be perfect. Let that man go. Listen, I'm gonna say this right now. Let that sister go. Because they don't talk about the women that do child molestation. That's under the guy. Listen, a man better doctrine. A man need to have a certain amount of money, need to have this going for itself. A man better this. They ain't speaking nothing about these hoes that is giving some to your child. And then when he grow up and all he knows is the PUSSY, the power of the PUSSY, then you look at him like it's a problem. Nah. And I say the same thing for brothers. How in the hell we want sisters to be half naked and give us the vagina and then let us be about our business? And then when they actually are half naked and rap about it and give you the vagina, now you want a wife? Now ain't no good. You mad because she got an OnlyFans and a B.O.W on the side? That's what you wanted. You wanted her to be a slut. That's what we begged for, right? Like, damn, I'm trying to get it done just tonight. You know, to hit it and quit it. The one and I'm done. The one night stand. Now it's nothing but one night stand. You better pray to God. you get her code to that phone because she's a slut, and you know. And that's how it is. But we did beg for it. But you can't blame her. You know why? Because when the car said it's true, right? Can't nobody be perfect according to America. Go ahead, Oxalak. You wanted to say something?
I was just gonna say, now you on the corner holding your chest, crying. Cause you begged for a whore, and that's what you got.
And that's what we got.
And you crying, venting.
I know the brothers in the 80s or the 70s, they probably like, you see Meg Thee Stallion, thank God that God answered our prayer. Go ahead, Oxalak.
If I could, so I was watching the video today, right? And this brother, he was talking about why he's bitter. And the whole time, I'm like, brother, you, like, literally, he couldn't see his kids. he was on child support. The whole night, he said he didn't get a relationship with his kid at all. And the whole time in my head, I'm like, this is because you wasn't under command of junior high. And that's all I can, like, that's, in these days and times, like, it's the crazy. I would never thought 8, 9, 10 years ago, I was saying this, but we have all the answers to the issues and problems that we have in the black community.
Exactly.
Like, when I look at, like, I seen some of my homies in the world have a meeting today. They had like a sit down. They was talking about what is going on in the community, what can be done. I'm like, man, if the community and Yohanan was there and knew about it when we were sitting there, we would have solidified everything right then and there, because everything go back to the Bible. How we pick who we with, we go to the Bible. Now, okay, she got OnlyFans and she dressed half naked. She's a loudmouth woman. That ain't gonna be good for me, because I'm trying to raise a family. You know what I mean? Commander Jane Honda taught me inside this Bible that Most High said to get a righteous woman for a sister. You know, all right, niggas ain't nothing. Okay, well, you gonna listen to Commander Jimmy Honda, he gonna show you the type of man you need. And once you listen to Commander Jimmy Honda on the man to pick, that is your father.
Give that in. And if I could, Nicole, it is so right about what you said. Because Commander Jimmy Yohanan stood so stiffly on following every law in the Bible, the way he was taught by the men above him, now that we're the men below him, we do the same thing. And let me tell you something about what you just said. All your homies sat down because they see what you do. But they didn't sit down with you because you would have been Commander General Yohanan at that table. That would have been you. You would have been solidifying everything right there at that table. And they don't want the real solution. You know why? Because the real solution is rough. The solution for brothers is, look, I just want to stop being on child support, but I still want my one-night stand. But I want to see my kids, but I don't always want to have to deal with you.
Right.
I want more than one wife, but I don't want to have to sneak around and do it. But I also don't want to keep these wives that I get because I want so many. Because, you know, I want a good woman, but I want to see you have naked too. Hey, that's why they can't listen to a man like Nakar, because Nakar gonna tell him, that is a idiotic theory. You're a dummy. You don't want to be on child support, but you want the slut. You don't want to, not see your kids, but then you don't want to deal with the woman that you get because you chose a terrible wife. Right. You can't have both. And the same thing with sisters. Sisters can't have both. You can't have a man that's about something, but then a man that is your boy toy as well. It's not going to work. How am I supposed to be your boy toy and be your man? One day you're just going to say, to hell with this nigga, he ain't a man. Or you're going to say, to hell with the manly side of him, I just want the boy toy. Right. And then eventually you're not going to want the boy toy. You're going to want a man again. And then after the man, you're going to want back the boy toy. It's going to be back and forth. It's never going to be right. And what Commander Junior Hana does is he allows us to see, because what the men above him taught him, and that's to follow the Bible all the way through. And he teaches that to us, and it's so obvious that the Bible is the solution, which goes back to what I was saying. The problem with Christianity is so many people really want a solution, but the person they go into doesn't have the solution. Right. They don't want to come to us because of how serious we take the solution. The solution is every word of this Bible. Right. That's why you can't follow, a man that is outside of this school, because he's not going to tell you that. But so many people, because they got the reputation of the church is where you go to get right, everybody goes to the church, or everybody goes to the mosque until the child gets molested, until the money's stolen, right, until the pastor is gay. So I hate to say it, till TD Jakes is at your, till them videos come out and them nasty audios come out, then you're gonna realize, okay, I shouldn't have listen to this person. Now you got to switch your church. Now you got to switch your minds. It's terrible. Go ahead, Nicole. This is the last one, and then we're gonna finish. Get back to it.
I got bring this up. So every time I spoke to certain females, right? And, they told me that they dealt with men that was Israelites, but not in here, not at this stop in here.
Right.
And they told me stories where, listen, the same thing that you were saying a couple minutes ago about that they want the relationship. They don't want the responsibility. So they think, yeah, Israelite, yeah, you done got a fake Israelite. You know what I'm saying? You done
half of the
supposed to get
stuff.
nice shiny armor, teach you all types of breakdowns and all that. And
Oh yeah, right. Most High in Christ. Salak, if I can cut you off real quick, Nicole, let's finish John, and then we're gonna do the prayer. But that was a heavy point that you was making. Go ahead.
This is book of John, 7 verse 3. His brethren therefore said unto him, Depart hence, and go into Judea, that thy disciples also may see the works that thou doest. Verse 4. For there is no man that doeth anything in secret, and he himself seeketh to be known openly.
Damn, there's no man that does these things in secret that's not trying to let everybody know he can do these miracles, man. And that's the men in the I.S.U.P.K. We the men that's doing the work. Nobody knows we doing. We feeding the earth right now, everywhere, any continent you can name, except for that stinking Africa. We ain't doing them. Let the purple people take care of the Shubus and all them. But we got everybody else. And we handling that, job like a man should handle it, and making sure that our people are safe. And we a very small amount of brothers doing a great job, a very large job. That if we had the numbers, if we the type of numbers that you would think we need for the job that we do, we don't have. And the numbers that we do have and the job that we do, you would be amazed. You'd be like, how in the hell is these average old former drug dealers and old former, whatever the hell you was in the world, you could have been a jailbird, whatever you was. How are they now doing this job? You know what I mean? How are they doing it with no structure? They just off the Bible, like no governmental structure to look after what they doing. Just them is great numbers, man. And we ain't seeking the attention. And the Bible said here, it said, ain't no man that's not seeking that attention. But Christ was that brother that wasn't. And he was doing the miracles. Go ahead.
If thou doest these things, shew thyself to the world. Verse 5. For neither did his brethren believe in him.
Dang, that's heavy. Go ahead.
Verse 6. Then Jesus said unto them, My time is not yet come, but your time is always ready.
But your time is always ready to come into the truth. But my time ain't yet. It's going to be a time where I'm known. And now the whole world knows about Christ. Go ahead.
Verse 7.
But it started out, they didn't remember. Jesus Christ's mom was not in the truth. But who told him that he was Jesus Christ? You want to answer that, Barzal? Now, who told him that he was Jesus Christ? His mom ain't in the truth. But who told him that he was Christ? His mother. It's a hard job to do. It ain't easy, being the bearer of bad news and the superhero at the same damn time. You the brother got to come to everybody's rescue and correct everybody. That's a hard thing to do. Go ahead, keep going. And his mother knew the outcome. She knew, this right here is going to get my son killed. That ain't something she want for her child. Even though he a grown man, it's like she don't want to see him go. But he had to do what he had to do. He had to complete the mission. Go ahead.
The world cannot hate you, but me it hated, because I testify of it, that the works thereof are evil.
That the world is an evil place. Go ahead.
Oh, wait, verse 8. Go ye up unto this feast. I go not yet unto this feast, for my time is not yet full come.
He telling them, go up to the Feast of Tabernacles. I'm not going up Because my time ain't yet. Go ahead.
Verse 9. When he had said these words unto them, he abode still in Galilee. Verse 10. But when his brethren were gone up, then went he also up unto the feast, not openly, but as it were in secret. Verse 11. When the Jews saw him at the feast, he said, where is he? Verse 12. And there were much murmuring among the people concerning him. For some said, he is a good man. Others said, nay, but he deceiveth the people. Verse 13. Howbeit no man speaketh openly of him for fear of the Jews.
You know why? Why was it the fear of the Jews? But it's only Jews at the feast. Why didn't anybody speak openly? Because it was so many different opinions. That's why they talk about us behind our back. That's why there is no open discussion about Israelites anywhere, because the opinion is too up and down. Some people say, man, these is good brothers, man. They doing this, they doing that. Some people say, no, them niggas is in a cult. They treat women bad. I heard all. Somebody told me to my face that we make women walk 2 feet behind us. I said, damn, I can't get the brother to walk fast enough. I was just like, I thought, I don't know. But they said this to me, like, yeah. I said, well, damn. But that's how it is. It's like, it's so up and down. It's like you in the car. Nope. You with them brothers, man, and they doing good things. Nah. They off because Jesus said this. Well, no, I think they right because, it's like, it's too up and down. But Christ went to the feast and still nobody said outwardly anything about him. When we go places, don't we go to the bars?
Right.
Don't we go out to eat? Don't we do things? Don't people know us and recognize us? They don't say nothing. You know why? Because they don't know if you're going to agree or disagree. And I say you, I'm talking about other people there. They want to say, yo, look at the cult bull. Because somebody might say, no, it's my man, Kwata Zachariah. He's straight. He ain't never did nothing. And now they feeling like an idiot. Oh, it's my man, Barzal. Oh, no, I know that sister. She married to such and such. No, he a good brother. I like him. He cool. Don't say, I better not hear you say nothing about him. The opinion is too up and down. Because being the bearer of bad news and being the one that has to come to the rescue is a great job to do. But we doing that job the same way it was great for them. It was dangerous and great for us to go rebuild our own temple and rebuild our own city during the Feast of Tabernacles, fresh out of captivity, and still beefing with the other nations at the same time. And that's what we did. With that being said, man, this let's clap it up. Let's give a round of applause, man. We're closing out the Feast of Tabernacles. We're about to do the prayers. With that, is it just a minute up here? Imagine just a minute up here. Imagine, which means to stand. Oh wait, you take the travels, right? All right, okay, cool. And everything we do, we doing out of the Bible. So it is a specific way where we do it. Like this school been around since the 60s. I do right hand to your left. Right hand. To his left, right? Oh no, to his right. Okay, cool. So it's a specific procedure. There's books and different things like that that'll tell you, how to do certain things and how we go about certain things. Oh, Salaki, go ahead.
SHALAM means to Israel.
I'm going to cover the school for you. Oh, they salute the Torah. All right.
When Israel come present thyself.
How about Shem Yahweh Shabrak Yah? There we go. Look at the young man. He ready to go. Ain't nobody even bring him. He said, I'm going up there. Somebody bring the young man from the back. Bring him up here, man. He having a good time on that phone. He gonna come to the store. Oh, Sluggy, can we have a brother turn the camera so we can see who's us? Bible say, teach your sons the way that they should go. There we go, good man. All right. Sign Christ. I'm sorry.
How about Hashem Yahushua Barak Yah?
Hey, grab. Oh, oh, young brother. There you go. You coming back around, right? Wait for it.
Majum, which means to stand. Sorry, with one walk down, please turn face to the east. We're going to start the Lord's Prayer, the Hebrew.
So we all saw which means turning face to east. We always face the east when we pray. That's what the Lord said. We always lift up, when they say lift up holy hands in the Bible, we lift up our hands and we pray.
Abanawa.
Shabbat Shemayim. With God.
I.S.U.P.K.
YAHUWAH. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it.
This is the I.O.C.K for the power in the Hebrew. YAHAWASHI.
YAHAWASHI.
Baba Kusha. The thunder now. I.O.C.K.
Kalmakala.
Kamadawa. Hamatazariah. The Happy.
Amafia. Arakawa. Tama'al. Yahweh in the name of Yahushua. Bless us. Slack it. Please give us the power.
Please give us the power.
The power to heal.
The power to heal.
All manner of sickness.
All manner of sickness.
And all manner of disease.
All manner of disease.
The power to cleanse the lepers.
Power to cleanse the
The
lepers.
power to raise the dead.
Power to raise the dead.
The power against unclean spirits.
Power against unclean spirits.
To cast them out.
Cast them out.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. This is the blessed Israel in Hebrew. YAHAWASHI YAHUSHUA.
YAHAWASHI YAHUSHUA.
Rockland out.
Rockland out.
YASHUA.
YASHUA.
BAYAN.
BAYAN.
SICARII. YAHASHI YAHUSHUA.
YAHUSHUA. Yahweh in the name of Yahushua. Bless us. And Israel. And the school. In the name of Yahushua. Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. This is the I.S.U.P.K power structure blessings in the Hebrew. YAHAWAH.
YAHUWAH.
YAHUSHUA.
YAHUSHUA.
YAHUWAH.
YAHUWAH.
YAHAWAH.
Bless you, Yahweh. Bless you, Yahweh. And Yahushua. And Michael. And the angels. Commanding General YAHANNA. The generals. The captains. The officers. The troopers. And the sisters. Yahweh in the name of Yahushua. Thank you. So be it.
Psalm 121 in the Hebrew.
Ayanya. Yahawah. I.S.U.P.K. Shamayim. Al-Yathan. Amawat. Regalka. Al-Yanawam. Shamarka. Anna. La'a. Yanawam. Wala'ah. Yayashun. Shawamar. Yashalam. Yahawah. Shamarka. Yahawah. Zalka. Al-Yah. Yum-Yikah. Yawamam. Yashamat. Yakaka. Wayaraq. Layala. Yahawah. Shamarka. Kawra. Yasumar. Asatashka. Yahawah. Shamar. Yazaka. Awaka. Aitha. I will love. I will lift up mine eyes into the hills. From whence cometh my help? My help cometh from the Lord. Who made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. And he that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon the right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth and even forevermore.
This is Psalm 83 in the Hebrew. Al-Hayam.
Al-Damayalaka.
Al-Takarash.
Al-Takarash.
Al-Tashaqwa.
Al-Tashaqwa.
Yahanna.
Yahanna.
Al-Yadika.
Yahawaah.
Yahawaah.
Ra'ash. Al-Aimaka.
Al-Yamwa.
Sawadah. Wayatha.
Al-Tazawah.
Al-Aitazawah. Al-Tazawah. Morwa. Lakawa. Wanakakina. Galia. Wala'ah. Yazakar. Sham Yasha'ala. Iwada. Kaya. Nawa'itazawah. Nava. Yakadwa. Al-Yika.
Barya. Yakarathwa. Al-Hayam. Al-One.
Wayashima.
Now, Mawa'aba.
Wahagori.
Gabor. Waimawan. Waimalak. Al-Ashab. Al-Yashabi. Al-War. Al-Mashawar.
Alawa.
Imam.
Hayawah. Zorawai.
Abanyalawak.
Salah.
Ashalaham. Kamadia, Kasaya, Sarah, Kuyabya, Wanakal, Yashua, Nashamadwa, Ba'ayan the Iron, Hayawah, the Mun, Shaythumwa, Nadiyamawa, Kaira, because of Abba, because of Ba, Katazamana, Kaunasiakumwa, Ashur, Amorwa, Nairashad, Lanawa, Nawa, Alahayah, Shaythumwa, Kagabala, Kakwash, Panyaraka, Ka'ash, Ira, Wakalaba, Talahat, Hurry, Khan, Tharadakma, Wabasa, Wapafka, Bahalam, Allah, Panjaham, Wayabakwashwa, Yahawah, YAHUAH, YAHUAH, YABADWA, YADAIWA, YAHUAH, YAHUAH. Psalms 83 in English. Keep not thy silence, O Yahawah. Hold not thy peace. Be not still, O Yahawah. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, Come, let us cut them off from being a nation. That the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom and the Ishmaelites of Moab and the Hagarenes, the Baal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines, with the inhabitants of Tyre. Asher also have joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Salah, do unto them as unto the Midianites. As to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kison, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nose like a ram, and like Zeir. Yea, are their princes as Zabah, and as Almunah, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahawah in possession. O my power, make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth the wood, as the flame setteth the mountains on fire, so persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Yahawah, let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahawah, art the Most High over all the earth. All right, we're going to do the prayer for the blessings of the curses. Okay? And what this is Salak, everybody can grab this for me. Check it out, folks. Sure. Oh, matter of fact, I got it. And what this is we pray that the Lord bless us by cursing our enemies. And what that means is because all our enemies, what we just read, are confederate against us, they teamed up against us to keep us in slavery, we pray for the Lord's blessing
that he come against our enemies. With that being said, this is the curses. The prayer for the blessings of the curses. All right. Blessed are you, Yahawah. Blessed are you, Yahawah. King of heaven and earth. King of heaven and earth. And all things living. And all things living. Yahawah. Yahawah. In the name of YAHUSHA. Listen to us now. Listen to us now. Right now. Right now. Send evils. And curses. And punishment. And destruction. To the heathen. That speak against us. Thy prophets. Thy teachers. The princes. The priests. The Israelite brothers and the school. Send evils and curses and punishment and destruction to the heathen, and shake loose the treasure of the rich of Israel that refuse to give to the school. Force their riches to enter into thy sanctuary. Send evils and curses and punishment and destruction to the Edomites, the nations, their drug dealers, the court system, the prison system, Planned Parenthood, all the governments of our enemies, Amalek synagogues and armies, Roman Catholic Church, the Pope, Islam, Christianity, Egyptology, militia, Ku Klux Klan, Aryan Nation, skinheads, Posse Kamatazi, the gay movement, the lesbian movement, spies, workers of witchcraft, NASA space program, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Wall Street, open up the internet and the airwaves, the cable access channel, and the radio channel. Convict the spirit of any of thy people that seek to stop us and bring swift destruction to all the heathen that stand in the way and try to stop us from broadcasting your words throughout the planet Earth. Let loose all the plagues. 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 Cause them to go to and fro through the earth and consume them. Let the plagues shake the house of the thief and the murderer. Let YAHUSHA, Michael and Gabriel, come down with the flying saucer and punish all the heathen that come up against us as we speak thy word. Cause it to be known by all that it is the angels that have done it. Cause it to be spread through the media throughout the whole world. Cause them to shake at thy coming. In the name of YAHUSHA. Thank you always. So be it. Sar, which means to turn. Oh, Salah. Oh. Sisters, be seated. Any brothers that want to be anointed? Oh, Salaki, smooth out. Okay. Salaki, sisters, be seated. Since the view is about to go to the bathroom, you good. You can go ahead. Men of Israel, I imagine Shabbat. I imagine Barak. Yahawah, Hashem, Yahushua, Barak, Yajimata, Sar. Turn and face the sisters. Sisters, I imagine, which means to stand. Men of Israel, we're going to give one courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, I imagine Shabbat. I imagine Barak. Sister, you can repeat after me. Yahawah, Shamar, Al-Athan, Bahashem, YAHUSHA. What we just said was the Lord watch over you in the name of Jesus. Yajimatan. This that concludes the service. A lot. Any brothers that want to be anointed, you can step forward. Okay. Yeah, you can cook.